On a certain Sabbath, Jesus went into the synagogue and taught, and there was a man there whose right hand was withered. The scribes and the Pharisees watched him closely to see if he could cure it on a Sabbath, so they might discover a reason to accuse him. But he realized their intentions and said to the man with the withered hand, "Come up and stand up before us." And he rose and stood there. Then Jesus said to them, "I ask you, is it lawful to do good on a Sabbath rather than to do evil? To save life rather than to destroy it?" Looking around at them all, he said to him, "Stretch out your hand." He did so, and his hand was restored. But they became enraged and discussed together what they might do with Jesus. The Gospel of the Lord. Yesterday, we meditated on a miracle, one more fruit of Christ's love, the benefit a deaf mute. He invited us to reflect on such fruit, such product, what happens when you get in contact with the Lord. The conversion makes you see, hear, and also speak. You see suffering, problems that you did not want to see before. Hear help requests, which you did not want to hear before, and put in your mouth words to evangelize and also to defend those who have no voice. From the one who is locked in the tabernacle to those who suffered injustice, to the crime of abortion. The miracle of today's gospel is a continuation of the previous one, another miracle. We must always insist that miracles were historical facts. They were real. They were really happened. That theory held by some, the miracles are inventions or just examples, as if the Lord were telling a parable. It is a theory that goes directly against the teachings of the Church. Miracles did occur. Christ performed an infinity of them. Not all the miracles he performed are written in the Gospel. Miracles did and do exist, but miracles also are signs. They are symbols in addition to real facts. They have a teaching. In this case, the man had the withered arm. With an immobile arm, we don't know if it was the right or the left. You have much more difficulty to feed yourself. Jesus healed them. Of course, he did more spectacular healings, like healing lepers or raising dead. However, he healed them. He had a sick arm and he healed them. This means that when we approach to the Lord, when we let him be the first in our life, also paralyzed in the arms, in the legs, disappear. When we are with Jesus, we immediately realize that we must not only listen, see, and speak, but also do good. That is why the Lord resists the dialogue about what is possible to do on the Sabbath, whether good or evil to do. And your hand becomes an instrument, your feet becomes an instrument of what is in your heart, gratitude. And out of gratitude, you do. For example, give alms. With your hand that was paralyzed, selfish, the only thought of himself, With your hand, you give alms. And not only do you give alms of what you have left over, of what you don't need, but you give alms until it hurts. As Saint Teresa of Calcutta used to say, with your hand you give alms. With your hands you caress a person who is alone. With your hand you do those duties that you have to do. For example, a housewife gives her food. The one who works in an office or in a newspaper hits the kids on the computer. That is, before you were paralyzed and you do nothing but to think about yourself. And now you have met Christ. You have set yourself in motion and you have begun to do things out of love. Maybe before you did some of those things, now you do them out of gratitude. For you, Jesus, I go to my work. For you, Jesus, I help that person. For you, Jesus, I embrace the cross and let my hand be crucified as you could let your hand be crucified for me. For you, Jesus, I thank with words. I am not paralyzed thinking about me. I don't have my paralyzed hand by selfishness. You have taught me, Lord, that you love me and that not only love is the way to happiness. For you, Jesus, with you, Jesus, you have healed me from paralysis, and now, Lord, I can put it to service all that I have, all that I am, because you have given me everything. Amen.